G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and a brand new series in City Skylines 2. This will be our first real series in City Skylines 2, and I've picked this. Is it the Fjordland or the fjords? I can't remember the name of the map, but it's not important because we're going to be getting into it. This monstrosity is going to be taken out very shortly. We don't like that at all. Don't know why they've even done that. Very, very surprising. But I love the little highway cut off from the main actual country divided highway. That's all quite good. So we're going to jump in. In the meantime, I'm going to get you to jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I will see you in just a sec. Okay, so episode 1, an exciting new part of this series because we get to decide exactly what we're going to be doing. You can see down here to this lovely bay. This is quite cool. I really enjoy that. The starting square is quite good. The square is 9, I believe, 9 in size. I don't think we can even see that, but I think it's 9 squares. So our next square would be our 10th square. And yeah, but let's deal with some of this to start with. And what we're going to be doing is just laying down some real road hierarchy. Now, first of all, I'd like to jump in here and just see if I can find out with my zones. No, if I can find out with my air pollution. Yes, the wind is blowing towards the, well, let's say from here it's blowing to the west if we're looking that way. So say if that was north, then we're looking, the wind is blowing to the west. And I think that's quite good. Yeah, so the wind's blowing across here and into these mountains. In fact, let's look at the city like this because that's where you're looking at the entrance over there. So we'll look here and the city, the wind's blowing to the east, and that's how I'm going to think about that as a default kind of position. I love to have some old a lighthouse or something up here just to help with navigation. Although no, we wouldn't need it there, would we? No, but we could have some old ruins or something up here, and that would be really cool. I'd like some hiking trails or something like that. I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll see. Right, Robin Street is going to be demolished. Here's where the highway ends, and I don't believe we have access to edit that road just yet. But what I would like to do is, let's see what roads we've got. Go to large roads, and this 4-lane road coming in. Let me just see. Yeah, 4 lanes. So we've got 2 and 2 anyway. So. Right, I think that's the same as that one. Yeah, that will be exactly the same as that. So if we're going to be doing that, what we'll do is let's just get rid of, yeah, let me get rid of, I'll keep that bit and I'll just get rid of everything else. And that is a horrible sound. Just not good. How do we get out of that one? Is it escape? Yeah, escape to get out of there. Brilliant. I haven't played the game. I've been playing a little bit, and you'll see there's a couple of other episodes of a series I started in this, which will most likely be just deleted because, you know, I'm not feeling the map. The map editor is something they really need to get into very soon, please. Map editor is something that everyone is asking for. A lot of people are just so hesitant in even starting to do their builds. I'm going to stop everything here and bring just my 90-degree snapping on. And I'm going to try and learn a little bit here. If I do that, it should give me this, but I want to make sure if I'm doing this that I'm getting it from the middle as well. It should be snapping to the road though, so how do I get that to do that? What have we got here? Snap to existing geometry, zoning cell, edges of the building, snap to guidelines. Yeah, that's nice with the 90 degrees. Brilliant, that's exactly what I wanted. Right, let's bring this out to 147 meters, and then we'll start to think about what we're doing here. So we decided with the wind, let me just confirm that. Yeah, if I'm looking at the entrance, the wind should be blowing in that direction. Just to confirm that one as well. It is blowing over. Ooh, has it moved? No, it is blowing over there. Great. So any industrial development is going to have to be in this back corner for now, and we only need a little bit of that, but I want to plan for that here and just put a nice little curve coming off here, and that way they can get back into the highway and be exporting some goods. So if I start with a simple curve, yeah, if I do a simple curve and I go from here, I wonder if I do that, sorry, if I do that, right, 312 meters, sure. Let's see what intersection we get here. Right, we do get a bit of a scary intersection. And what I might do is just see whether or not I can mirror this here and just do something creative like this. And then this way. Oh no, that looks awful. But I might be able to move things and adjust things in just a little bit. Actually, you know what? We can't live with that in the meantime. So let's start him down a little bit. Let's try and find our guidelines here. Am I on the curve? I am. It's not really finding this here. So to the grid. No, I don't want to snap to the grid. Show the contour lines. I don't want to do that either. But if I do this. Just having a look there at the curve again. So if I move him up a tiny bit, just looking at where it joins in. Let's do this. Let's go up and then in like that. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's much more livable. And now it makes me realize that this curve isn't the best here, but that's fine. I think we'll just go with that. Now, what I'd like to do as well is just see if I can get with the industrial. Can I get this guy shortened a little bit? I can't. But if I go ahead and add myself a small road, which is not going to cost very much, if I add that, say, here, and just put him there, I can then go into that, delete that, and now when I go back into the large road, I should be able to do that from a straight line now. The grid lines are on, the 90 degrees are on, and now we should be able to do this little fella. And that is exactly what I want. That's great. So this will be a collector road, I guess. This will collect and then it'll help to distribute into this sort of entrance road. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, if I'm not using those terminologies correctly at all as well. Get rid of this little sycamore lane and well, let's just do a little bit of smaller lane. Oh, no, smaller roads here. So what's this one up here? Pedestrian street? A one-way road. One-way roads. Right, I do like my one-way roads quite a lot. But I think what I'll do is I'll just let me stay fairly sane here and just do some simple bits. This is industrial, so the industrial area is going to be very, they're not going to spend money on, different fancy road layouts. They're going to make it very utilitarian, I guess. And I love the word utilitarian. I'm glad I can use that in an episode at some point. If I do that, what that's doing, I don't mind that. The trucks will have a bit of a problem with that corner, but I don't mind it. But what I am doing there is I'm kind of showing my... showing that the map is currently, the edge of the map or the edge of the buildable square is what is dominating this for me. And that's probably not a good thing. What I should really be doing is just planning for when we've expanded. So let me do a little bit out here. Just want to see if I can come out a tiny bit. And this is all the industrial area, so I don't need to get too carried away here. Just go to the curves, and can I do this? I can. And that will just add in a little bit of zoning in there as well. And I don't mind that. I think that's quite good. If I'm just here as well, if I'm honest, what I will do is I will just put this out 90, and then I'll put this guy out 90 as well. So you're 56 and 56. And then I'm going to come out 56. Yes, you are. Are you 90? No. Come on, people. We want to go, if you will, I want to go straight line. I want to go 56. Oh yes, he's not on the... I double clicked on that. I think I'd done an extra click there. Oop. Let me just grab the road tool again. 56, 180, and 56, 90, and that'll bring that guy out there. And now I should be able to go into my straight lines and do this, and that's nice. That is nice. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay, so industrial area is done. Let's think about the contours as well, and really just start to look at the edges of and the way it contours. Now, I'm going to say this right at the start. The contours is my biggest challenge. And I really struggle with the contours, and I need to overcome that and really fix that. So I'm going to work on that. What I will do, I'm just a bit unhappy. Am unhappy with this? No, I don't think I'm terribly unhappy with that. Maybe I am. Okay. Right. Let's just yeah. As we look at the contours, head down the hill, and let's just see exactly what we've got here. So we've got a plateau, and you know, what we could do is we could build residential all the way down here, and certainly along the river. So I want to continue this street here and just think about this. But what I'd like to do first is just grab another version of that road, and really, if I show my road guidelines, is it? Snap the sides of the buildings. Let's just do this. So if I do, if I want a straight line, what I want to do is just kind of plan exactly where this guy's going to go. So if I do that, yep, and then what I want to do is do this. Now, am I going to see the connection of these two roads? I am. So if I just do here, and now do continuous curve, no, simple curve. I do that, and I do that. So that should be a nice one there as well. Now I'm going to jump into the options of the audio and just see if I can go, what is it? Menu volume. Radio's off. Gain volume down a bit, please. Interface volume well down, thanks, because I don't need the ding ding. Too much of the ding ding. Now you can see here the contours, so we are getting a little bit of this heading upwards, and so I want to show, if I can, let me show the contour lines now so we can start to see where the contours are. So what I would like to do now is just come back, and now that I've got this looking good, I just want to flatten this out here and use this as a bit of a starting point. Now, can I also just do what I did earlier, come into laneways, grab a nice little path here, just come out a tiny bit, and then get rid of you, come back into here, come back out, and do a nice straight road. But before I do the straight road, what I'd like to do is go into my terrain editor, and I want to level here. Now I've got a 50% there, so I want to do this. So if I just start to kind of do this, you know, and I want this road to be basically on a flat. Okay, I don't want that at all, so I'll need to just fix that in a sec. But what I will do is just want this to be flattened out a little bit. So that should at least stay sea level-ish, yeah. And then if I can come out here, the contours are heading down there as well. So what I would like to do is just come up to the edge of this sort of cliff. Yeah. Okay, so let me focus now on my road. Now, what I'll do is, and I'm mildly panicked about that already. So if I do that, I now can guarantee that that's on a bit of a flatness, and I think that's okay. I'd like to just come back into here, and I'd like to go to soften, bring this down to 40%, and what I want to do is just say, can I just mask that little bollocking that I gave it? Yes, I can. Now that's fine. If I'm coming around this side, what I wouldn't mind doing is just giving this a circular masking as well, but I can see my contour lines, and I don't mind that. I think the contour lines are good, but I need to be a little careful because you know, some ridges I want to keep, and I do like the idea that this is built onto a hill, and it's going to challenge me if I'm building on the hill, so I think that's pretty good. So what we will do is let me come into this again and just increase the brush. So the brush size is at 100, so that's fine, but just if I'm on the leveling, no, I don't want to do that. I want to level it, so I want this height. Yep. Yeah, and just kind of just turn that brush strength down there. That's better. Oh, much better. I like that. Okay, we're just trying to push it out to where the contours kind of meet. If I do that, then they'll kind of meet there. If I just come back up to 35, you know, what we can do here is these contours are kind of flattening out there a little bit. So that's all pretty good. And let me just come around to the start of this ridge where the contour hits here, and I like that because we can soften that nicely. And I think that is all quite nice, and then we can do some things here. So what we'll do is we'll put the roads in first, and then we'll come back and look at that situation later and see how much we absolutely hate it. Now, the main part of the town comes into here, so you've got the road coming in, the town comes in, we can see our contour lines, but I want to create a big sort of corner here, and this will be a nice right angle, and I think let's just do that and put him all the way up. So we're at 90 degrees snapping, and it's at a lovely sort of grade as well, and we'll work out exactly what we're going to do there with all that. There could be a roundabout in this situation. I think we can add a small roundabout, and I will do that just now, and we'll keep that clear and add a larger roundabout very shortly. But let's go ahead and add in some a little bit of might need to just grab the soften tool and just soften some bits. Yeah, just soften them out before we go ahead and get this nice, and put in a whole lot of well, down here a whole lot of residential. Okay, so let me see about small streets, and what we want to do is just use the bog standard small road, and I want to get this here. Let's do it off this one and just go right. Are you a small road? No, you're a very small road. Okay, so 90 degree angle, and I want to come out, let's say, do I want to come out 80? Yeah, I think I want to go, let me do 80. But let me do a nice long amount here. So let me do 80 by 240 as my grid size. Yeah. So 80 by 240 is going to be my grid size, and I hope that's going to be okay. So if I go 80 by 240 here, and then we'll have a look. So that's not very long, and we'll be able to just check out our zoning as well. And I'll just keep this coming out here, and oops, sorry, if I can come just back out to this way so you can go out, and then we go 80 by 240, and that'll be there, which will be to here. And now now that I've done this, I wonder if I can just come, hang on, another 240 there, and here, and here. Yep, and then this means that this road can continue onwards. Well, it could continue onwards, but I don't know if yeah, I will just keep that continuing along there. That'll be quite good. Now I need to make that perfect, so let's do this. Now you can see there the contour is really killing me there as well, so it really comes up and down the hill, so that's not too bad. What we will do here then is we'll do something slightly different, because we've got this kind of this little bit of grid going on. So let's come back up to another 80 there, and we are going up the hill here, and I just want to come to here. Now that's 240, but that's going to create a bit of an issue, so let me come back up here and just do this guy straight up the hill, and I do want to just bring him all the way up. He's going to do a cutting if I do that one. Now this really is on the hill, but I like the idea of having these houses that all overlook each other. So what I will do here is just have this guy also come all the way up, and then I want to, please, let me grab this here, just put that one in there. I want to come across here, put that one in there. I want to use my bulldoze tool to get these guys out. I then want to come on and grab the same small road. I want to do a simple curve. So you're going to be this one, but with a simple curve right in the middle, and I want to come up 56 and across. No, I want to come, let me do even more, let me come up 80 and across 80, 80 with a 90, yes you are. So that means right in the middle, up 80, across 80 with a 90. You're there, then I'll do the cross tool here, or straight across, and I'll just see if I can get that. And again, we are working with hill contours there. We're trying to keep that in mind as well. So I've got that little interesting bit as well, because we've got that part of the hill, so I think that's quite nice. So I think this is starting to kind of get there. Now let me just, let me see, because I don't want to I want to put some more grids in. So what was our length here? Was it how long are you? You'd be what, 240? Yeah, 240. 80 by 240. So if I do, where's 80 here? 80's there. Right, so if I go here and up to 240 would be there, and then down, yep. And then I just want to see if 240, so we should be 120 here. So what's 120? It should be this one. Is that 120? It is. Yeah. So where is, so it's that line there. If I come up 80, please. Can't go up 80, can I? No. Okay, so let's go up 120. And let's go across to 120. And let's come down here as well. So we'll put like a little bit of a bit on there. We're just trying to do a few things a little bit different, not create the exact sort of middle of it. The exact, symmetry. I do want to put a little bit in here, and you can go right up, thanks very much. You'll go up to there, and then I think what we will do is have do you have a zonable smaller road? No, you don't. Okay, but we'll put in some garden path, some paths and everything, and that'll be lovely. Okay, now let me see if I could just, because I've got that area there, what I would like to do is start thinking about smaller roundabouts here. I want to put one here, and I want to put these in early so we don't get a bollocking later on. Don't want to put it there. I will just go here because that's a nice one. Where else do we need a roundabout? I don't think we need too many more. These corners here are industrial corners. They usually will deal with roundabouts quite well, so we'll put a few in. Because the trucks like to be able to swing around those quite nicely, and that is all pretty good. So that is a nice little start there. Okay, let's think about what we want to do in this section here. Now, of course, we want to just keep a nice little part of the residential going. So if I can just grab that, yep, and then jump back into roads and grab this, and hopefully what I can do here is, what I want to do is see if I can go where are we, curve? Yeah, let me see if I can do this. If I can go down, say 72, yeah, let me try down 80 at a 90 and across 180, and I want it to be 80 here, so there. Yep. And then if I can go, now I'm on the hill here, so this may not work out, so let's not get excited, because it's great as we do it. Look at these road tools. These are fantastic road tools. This game is spectacular. I mean, it just is. It's just great. There's so many, yeah, sure, there's so many bugs in this, carry on, but it's just really good. Look at that. This is proper cul-de-sac-y there. Get rid of this little fella. Now I could leave it as a nice little hook there, or I could just close it off and make it the roundabout. Ooh. I think I do want to do that. I think I want to close that off. Yeah, let's do that. So if I go right on the, I think here I need to go, let me just do the connection there. See if this will go up 80. 81. Doesn't like it, does it? Okay, what about if we do this? Get rid of that. And then go right on the end. So if we go here, and then we go up 80 across to here to 80, 81. It's really having problems with that, isn't it? Right, that is a pretty good circle. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that indeed. So I think that's good. Now I want to make the connection to this circle a little different, so we won't have it coming off there like we had it previously. I think what we will do is we'll grab a same size road, we'll try and get him somewhere along the top, and we will go, I want it to run parallel with this, so let's do it here, and let's go with that. And if that's the case, I want a 90-degree angle turning into it. So this will be interesting to see if this will work out. So we'll go up here and we will go 34 by, nope, let's go 40 by 40 with a 90. Yeah, and then the 90 degrees coming straight on. So that's quite good as well. Let's see if that right in the middle there, and you should get some good connections going in. So that is quite nice. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I think that's really lovely. I'm happy with that. I think you can tell I'm happy with that as well. Yeah. Alright, let's do something here. Yeah, okay, let's continue. I think we need to go large road and just continue along because, yeah. But yeah, what we will do now is we'll head down into this area and just, well, we'll leave a road where it would normally head down. So let me just come out first of all to there, and then I want to grab curve, and I want to just say, right, let's come up 100, and let's come down 100. 94, 91, 100 with the 90, yes. And let's go 100, and let's come across 100. Oop, there we go, at 180, and that's nice. And then let's do a I want to do a continuous road down here now, so let me do this. Let me see if I can go sort of here and just come down like that. Now, that road there is going to be sitting on the side of a hill, surely. Yeah. So that road is going to be leaning into the hill, definitely. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with it, but we're going to leave it alone for the moment because this is the focus of the area. So this is where we're really going to focus everything. And I like the idea here. We need to start thinking about parks and parkways going along here. I like that maybe a park surrounds all this. In fact, if we wanted to do that, let's do it now. Let's grab some. What are they? Pedestrian paths? Can I grab any pedestrian paths yet? I can if I go to here, and if I go to that, yes. So let me just put in pedestrian path from continuous. So I want him to be pedestrian path, say from here, and I want it to be like there, there. Oh, let's find him going up. Yeah, is he going to go up? Hang on. Okay, let's go. So we will go here. Yeah, straight up. Yep. And then into this bit here if we can. So that's a nice little pedestrian path. I like that. I then want to just connect him in, but I like to do it in a nice little way. So let's think about how they would do this. That works. And then, of course, I want to connect into here as well. So let me build in here first. Let me start to put in some zoning, and then we'll worry about that little path there. But I think that's good. What I do want to do is just continue the pedestrian path along. So this guy will go all the way along here, and that's not bad. I'm looking at the zoning behind, and it is working out quite well. I think we'll just do that. And then I want to just put in a nice little connection where it's close, here to here, and it puts a little, here to here. I just want to do a straight bit, don't I? Yes, I do. What are you doing there? Right. Brilliant. Stop connecting, please. Ooh, not sure about that. No, that's alright. I think that is good. Yeah, once you put the other connection into this one, I think we'll be completely fine. If I do that now, let me just see. What am I snapping to here? Let me just snap to there. If I do that, it just changes the zoning slightly, but I think that's something we can kind of fix up ourselves. So if I then come back out a bit to a curve, can I do that? That's not bad. Yeah, and then I think I can even just do that. Yeah, that is nice. I do love the pedestrian paths as well. I really enjoy those. I just think they're really cool. Yeah, they're really good, and it's something that I've not done before in City Skylines. So I'm thinking about some of this zoning here, and I like this zoning. So I've got to think about, not destroying things with pedestrian paths along there. And what I'd like to do here is just grab a lovely one. Now, if I can just be careful, because what it's going to try and do, if I go straight, what it is trying to do here, I don't want a 90-degree angle, but I'm not. You see how it's moving the roundabout there? Like it's really giving it a bollocking. I don't want it to do that. I just want it to be nice, please. So what we'll do is we'll snap this to the zoning. Snap to the zoning. Yep. So we'll put a path along there. We'll try and find this guy, and we'll try and do this without moving it around too much. We'll eyeball that, and that will be pretty good. It's not bad for an eyeball. Yeah, I think that was pretty good sort of amounts of eyeballing there. Let's do this, and what we can do is just create a nice little drop in. I think that's pretty good. And then over here, I think we can just bring this guy along. And, you know, we can actually have another pedestrian path out here. And we'll just, what's that, 90-degree snapping, please? Thank you very much. You shouldn't be snapping to that one, just 90 degrees. Hang on, is it 90-degree snaps? Yeah, it is. What's the problem? 90-degree snaps. We'll just do that for now, and then that just helps us to help with the road hierarchy just a bit. Now, along here, if we were to think about some of this stuff, let me do, I just want to see the 3x3 nature here. Let me do a 3x4 and just cut that back off and just help that zoning to sort of sort itself out. Can you come across a little bit, and then we can come that into there. We can do that into there. Not the best, but that's fine. Let me do this. So we've got 4 deep here, so let me make this guy 4 as well. Now, hang on, that's 3. But I don't mind it. I'm going to come to here, and then I'm going to come along to there. And I think that is just allowing for a bit of zoning there as well. I think that kind of, it doesn't affect it too much. I would not mind just seeing if I could put in, no, let's leave that. For residential area, I think we'll just leave that and let's see what we end up zoning up. Right, so this is starting to come along nicely. I wouldn't mind, because we haven't really drawn up too many of the roads just yet. We've done quite a few, but we probably do need to have a few more in here. So what we'll do is we'll have a nice one coming off here, and I'd like that to go there. Actually, no, what we will do is I'll have that going here, and then I want this to come right alongside that guy there. So basically to here. Yeah, that is nice. I like that. And let's keep this going straight up and right up to the edge of this ridge. Can we do that? Yeah, let's do that, and we'll see what happens there. Now, our zoning up here, our sort of base grid was how much? I think it was 240 by 80. So if I go, I need this to be 240. Here is what, 240? 60, 40. Hang on, 60 meters, 240 meters. That can't be right. Oh, 80, sorry, 80. 72, 80. So is that 80 if I do that? 84. Okay, so what we should do is just get rid of this and come to here and do my terraforming flat. Just bring this guy out a bit. Oops, sorry. Hang on. Use the correct tool. Just use the correct tool is nice. And what we are going to do here is just bring this back. Oh, no, sorry. I meant to do this. So I wanted to flatten this. Yep. Just bring this ridge back a tiny bit. Yeah, that's not bad. And we will soften that just shortly. And I now should be able to do this. So it's 80 by 240. 89 degrees, 91, 90, 88, and then this guy has to come in. But we are having issues there because of the shape of the terrain. So I'm gonna just leave that and just say that's fine. Now what I'd like to do there is just grab a pedestrian path and put him right in the middle there. Turning all the snapping on. Just turning all the snapping off, keep the 90 degrees, and we really should be, so we're here, pedestrian path. We should be at about the middle section, which should be here. And put that right there. Okay, it's not bad. Yep, and then we can put one here as well. Just breaks those two up a little bit. We've got a bit of zoning there happening on the side because we haven't quite done that correctly. But that's okay. I probably should have used the guidelines a little bit more on that one. Okay, this is not too bad. I mean, it's, you know, it's clunky, but what we're trying to do here is just get some hierarchy of roads going, and then, yeah, we can actually just look at what we want to zone in as well. Trying to get the hierarchies going nicely. So, first of all, low density housing, EU housing. I'd like to just grab the marquee tool. Yeah. And let's zone these up. So if I just think about this here, I am going to zone in the middle and on the outside, because at the moment everything is a little bit I'm just going to try and keep these guys sort of the same, you know, similar. Well, actually, let's get rid of you. Similar widths in. Let's just put that there. Just trying to get everyone to be. If I do that, I don't think it's gonna. We'll see what happens. But I don't want to go 3 deep, then 6 deep. So I think when we go 3, we go 4. And we'll only ever jump up by 1, I think. So we might come up to 5 here, and we might go up to 5 here, and another one here will be 4. But what I wouldn't mind doing is just, if I zone this whole big guy, he's just going to be trouble. So let me just zone like a 4 there, and we might put a 5 next to it. I'm going to put a 4 here and a 3 here, and then this allows me to put a 3 there. Let me put a 3 by 3 there, and then go 3 by 4 and 3 by 5. We've got some 6s in there at the other side, so I just broke that rule at the start. And the rain is coming down now. Let me try and get a few of these nice 6s going on. So if I can do everyone 6 in the middle, that might be nice. Let's do this. We're on 2 by 6 for everyone in the middle, and we'll see whether or not we get the same sort of house. We may not. I don't like that at all. Can I just get rid of you? Yes, I can. I can do this. I don't know what to do here. You're fine. Okay, that's good. So that'll be these guys zoning up. I would like to put in... now, I want to push the zoning off this side of the street. So let me come into pedestrian again. Actually, if I go to zoning here, what's that? Gravel road? No. Alley. No. How much is that going to cost? £48. And if I do this one, £8. Yeah, it was that one, wasn't it? So we just get the zoning off there, and let's get the zoning off here as well. Yep. Same with you. I don't want the zoning there. You come off. Right, that's nice. Now let's get the commercial in next, because the commercial can be, I don't want too much commercial off the main road, but these are 4 across here, so that's not too bad. Got a little gap of 1 there, so I'm just going to do a nice little block of 3. I'm going to leave a nice little gap here and do the blocks of 4. I'm going to come in and do another block of 4, and I'm going to leave this here. In fact, let's put a roundabout in there as well, and let's leave development of that corner looking pretty plain as well. We start to look at the last parts of the of it as well, and that'll be power and water. In fact, I think we should do power and water before people start moving in, or they won't start moving in. It really is tipping it down. So industrials here, the power comes in here as well, which is pretty good. So what I wouldn't mind doing, if I can, I've got lots of money there. Let me get power, and 477,000. If I get by, I want to buy the small coal power plant and just put him up in the industrial area. And I need to think about where I'm going to put him. I kind of like that, but he needs a bit of room to expand. But that's as you come in, you'll see their coal power plants. And I'm wondering whether that's going to be too much of an issue for these guys, but I suppose we can move it later on. Let's do that. No, he needs a little bit of extra room, doesn't he? He does need a bit of extra room. Let's put him here. Yeah, let's put him right at the back, off that main street. We'll go and put him down there. The wind is there anyway, so he's over there, and that's excellent. He needs a connection, I believe, so we can start selling power to the grid. Let me come in here and just see, is this guy connected to the road? Yeah, he is. What's happening here? He is connected, isn't he? Just want to see what's going on with the electric cables. Yeah, he's connected into the roads, that's fine. So he doesn't need to be connected into anything else, but we'll put him into the high voltage power lines anyway. So if I do this to there, that'll go across the back of that. but that means that we will start selling power back to the outside world as soon as we can, so that's not too bad. And then for water, what we need to do with water is, well, industrial's here. I think what we should do is intake the water over here. If I have a look at it, can I see where the water's flowing? Where's the flowing, people? Why isn't there flowing? Water pumping, yeah, water's flowing down that river there, and water is flowing. Why can I not see which way it's going? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so you're going that way. I think you'll flow out from here. So I think what we'll need to do is just put it here right down the back, and we're going to have to move that eventually. So let's put a sewage pumping station firstly here, and I'm going to do a road going to it shortly. So we'll do that. So you'll be right there, thank you. And a water pumping station. I'd like to bring in the water. I think I'd like to bring that in from here. Yep, and we're at the progression panel now, so we've got a few extra goodies. We'll have a look in there, but 600,000 in money, and we can start to look at unlocking something shortly. So let's see exactly what we need here. So if I wanted to go and just have a quick look, you need to be, let me see if I can put a dirt road in and say, can I snap to existing buildings? So when I go down close, it really does get a bit loud. So let's go to the options again, just go to the audio input, gain volume, and just everyone calm down a bit. Gain volume, yeah. It still seems to want to do it, but that's fine. Okay. Hopefully that's not too bad for you guys. If I snap to the building, what I want to do is that. Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's absolutely fabulous. Addition to this game. It's what makes this game. This might be controversial, but makes it a bit like cities, like SimCity for me. I don't know. There's something about this that just seems to have a. I love SimCity, but City Skylines was a much better game. Yeah, it's just odd. But I do love. Just some of the tools in the game is fantastic. So let's come straight out to here, and we're going to go. Now what's that doing? Is that building a? If I do that for the moment, yeah, that's not bad. I come up through this little bit here, which is nice, and then I just want to come up to there. Yeah, that kind of just fixes it for now. I'm just going to unpause the game and just see exactly where we are with connections. So that should have helped the sewer connection. And if I come over here for the fresh water connection, it's torrential rain at the moment. Bear with me. We want to put, actually, here we go. This will be nice. Let's think about realism here. And I just want to have this guy come out. So you'll go out like this. You need to be not snapping to the building, but in the middle. There, and then we want to do a continuous road, and I'm going to go, so you'll be going here. Yep. And I don't want that to, let me come around here, that's nice. Yep, there we go. And let's think about this. If you come just down a little bit, and what do you need to do? You need to basically do this. And then a little bit of that there, and I think if we just do this guy out a tiny bit, yep, and then go curve, simple curve. Why are you being like that? I've got my snapping a bit off there. So power is now through that road, so you should be quite good with the power as well. So torrential rain still happening, but now we should be having everyone getting the power. So these guys here, high rent, we'll fix that up because we'll make it all worth your while with parks and all that sort of lovely stuff. Right, let me go ahead and just do a little bit more zoning, and we'll take it from here. And of course we want to get some row houses in this lovely section here, please. So if I get my marquee tool, now I want to think about this. Let's think about this first. Let's zone from the inside. So let's zone 5s and 5s. Yep, it'll do them all individually. Let's do then 4s with a gap on the edge. Leave a gap of 2. 4s, yeah, nice. Now we want to come up to here and just get these guys as 4s as well. Leave a gap of 2 on the edge there. We'll do that. Sorry, they're 5s, aren't they? Oh, no, let's do 4s, please. You should be gone. Ooh, sorry, you definitely need to be gone. Sorry about that. How do I unzone? Did I just unzone that? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay, I think I did. And hopefully he'll bulldoze now, so he should be out. Yeah, good. And we've kept clear of these corners. Let's keep going the 4 along here, though. Keep the 4 going there of row houses. And we want to actually, you know what? We can actually do this. Let's go all the way up to the edge. And then here, let's do the same thing. Let's go right up there, because we've got our little guardrails happening over here, so they're quite nice. So we'll get those guys going. I want to do 4s there, but stay 2 off the edge. Do 2 off the edge of that one as well, because we've got a roundabout. So that is quite nice. I don't know if I want to put row houses along here, but what I will do is put a cap of row houses at the top, and a nice cap of row houses here. But let's just do them 4. Yep. And then I want to come into the so to jump off the marquee and do the fill. Yep. And I want to do the different zone of low density into these ones. So I want to do low density EU housing into these guys. You can go there. So these are all fine, and we'll just get them just into all of those ones just there. Yeah, brilliant. And we can continue that little trend over here. Yep. And not worrying too much about the size of the other ones. Now, this is a good opportunity here to put in some of the commercial zoning. So if I have to get my marquee back, let me see. Right on the corner, I like commercial right on the corner. We can do some 5s, we can do some 4s, and then we can do some 3s, and we will do some 2s, but I'm going to leave some room against the roundabouts. And then over here, I'm just going to do a big stack of 5 across, and I'm going to leave room for a park along the back here and along the back of all these houses, and we'll put that park in shortly. Let's leave a gap of 2 for the park. Let's mirror that over here and just say, okay, these are 5s, and we'll put them all the way across. So that's nice and symmetrical, which we like. I could have done a symmetrical thing over here, but I don't mind. No, I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. It allows us to do some interesting stuff. I'm feeling much more at home with this series. But yeah, this episode is just, I just feel a bit, let's just watch this in the rain. I feel a little bit better about the whole thing. It just seems like we are kind of, yeah, I just feel more comfortable playing on this map. Yeah, I'm very happy with it so far. So let me go ahead and just zone in some industrial. Now I'm going to need to go, well, let's just get the fill tool. And let me do, what are you doing? It's weird, that was a separate zone, wasn't it? It was. So get all those guys into there. Remember, this is the main street, so we don't want to do that. I will just do that whole section. I'm going to do that whole section under that. And then I don't think I am going to use, apart from this one, we'll do some offices along this section. I think that's a good little barrier between the residential that are backing onto that. So we'll keep offices along the front. I'll need marquee for the rest of it though. Let's stay away from the roundabout by 2. So let's do this. Let's keep away from the, let's do that as well. Just zip you away from the roundabout, get you away from the roundabout as well. And let's do this again. Let's keep him away from that little bit there. And over here, I'm just going to stay 4. And let's go 3s. And now right across the road from this, I will keep that for the our mate, the officers. And let me see if I can just do that. And then 3s across. And I like the idea of them sitting directly underneath power lines. I think that's kind of cool. This guy's zoned right on the power line, so nothing to build there. But that is good. Commercial, let's just see, we've got the row houses here, so everything's looking pretty good. We would need to zone a little bit more of the of everything as well. So what I will do in between episodes is perhaps just do a little bit more zoning and let this sort of grow up. Next episode we're going to jump straight in and look at purchasing an extra tile, and we can see where we want to purchase that tile. Have you stopped raining? No, you're still kind of raining. I love the idea of putting a road up into the mountains here, and having an observatory up there, or some internet antennas and stuff like that. We will purchase more. I think our next tile is definitely going to be in this corner, so we can put the industrial complex in there. We might even move Mr. Coal Station out very early on, and we'll see about that. But that is all going to be good. In between episodes, I'm going to place down just a bit more of the zoning, but I'm also going to go ahead and place down some trees as well, and hopefully do some rain dance to stop these rain clouds from dropping, because this is getting to be quite rainy and slightly annoying, but that is fine. If you've enjoyed this episode, or if you have any feedback for me, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the rest of my channel. I need a name for this series, although by the time I put it up there probably will be a name on there, so if you have any suggestions on names of districts or renaming the series, do let me know. Otherwise, I'll just put the episode up and we'll see how we go from there, and I'll see you in the next episode of this new series in City Skylines. Cheers!